Herb Cupson, who's a legend in reporting and celebrity people coming to Chicago in particular. He had this show, the Cupson Show, and it was always a pleasure. Every now and then he would call us and say, "Come on, be on the show." So that day it was Tim and Tom, Mule Dog and Reindeer comedy team, and Jack Benny. It was like, wow. So I couldn't wait to get there. Our show, couch sort of interview show. So we get there and we're getting in makeup. You know, this was like 70, maybe 72, 73. We get there and I'm so excited. Jack Benny, wow. And we get into makeup. And as I'm sitting in makeup, they bring in, when I say bring in, literally bring in this old man who is Jack Benny. And they literally sit him in a chair. And he's broken down. And he's moaning. The woman holds his chin up and he puts makeup on him. And I'm sitting there going, oh, Jack Benny. You know, I'm thinking of, you know, Rochester, you know, all that kind of stuff from the day on television in black and white. And there's this frail old man sitting in his chair. And they make him up. And they make him up and said, all right, 10 minutes. And make him up. Finally, they pick him up. And they take him out and sit him in a chair on the Cupson Show. And he's sitting there frail around like this. Hadn't said a word. Cup comes in, and we come in and sit down, and before the show, they give me notes and talking to Cup. How are you guys doing? Nobody says anything to Jack Benny. He's just sitting there. And all of a sudden, they go, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And the music is playing. I'm looking at my partner. I'm looking at him. I look over at Cup, and he's 30 years younger. I mean, not Cup, Benny. And he's 30 years younger. He's sitting up like this. And hi, and Jack Benny. Oh, and Cup said, Jack, how you doing? Jack took over. Jack Benny took over and started telling jokes. And we're laughing, and he's telling this story. And I'll tell you something else. Remember the time, we look up, 30 minutes has gone by. We haven't said a word. So finally, Cup and never realized that we got these other guests. And he said, oh, so-and-so, and these young guys, and da-da-da. And one of them said something, I said something, and Tom said something. And then Jack took something we said, and he made it funny. And then was like, and that's it. Thank you so much. And that was the Cup Show. And then as I looked at him and he went, some people got him, picked him up, and took him away. And I thought, the show goes on. No matter how you're feeling, no matter what's going on, when that camera goes on, you put it in there. You give it 100%. And he still had reserves, 100%. And he stole the show. And that's been my Bible ever since. I've worked with fever. I've worked with sick. I work up where I'd have to go off stage and heave and come back. The show goes on. And I learned that from Jack Benny firsthand.